Okay, we are live on YouTube. We're live on our Zoom platform. Good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are joining around the world today. This is Marriage Care International Ministries, and this is part of our activities marking the second year anniversary. All right. So I'm just going to introduce our speaker. Okay, I'm sure there is an echo coming in the background. Okay, so I'm just going to introduce my first speaker for the day. She's a dynamic professional. She's a realtor, a professional one for that matter. And she's someone that is very vast in this work of real estate investment. I've always wondered why a lot of persons in Europe and in the diaspora are not willing to invest back home. And sometimes maybe because of lack of faithful persons, okay? And for one reason or the other, they just can't do that. So, but we have faithful hand now. We have a professional. We have someone who knows her onions and knows her way around what she's doing. And so you can rely on her, right? So this afternoon, we are going to also be going live on Facebook, rather on YouTube. Those of you who are just joining us, you can connect via YouTube as well. Marriage Care International Ministry. God bless you. With Jesus' applause, let's make welcome our first speaker for today, Mrs. Carol Okunwanem. God bless you. You are welcome. Take the floor.
Thank you.
The opportunity to get your voice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I really appreciate this opportunity. But first, I want to give God all the glory. I also want to celebrate Marriage Care International. 2 years. 2 years is such awesome thing. God is doing great and mighty things from glory to glory. I also want to appreciate Apostle Festus Osemawa and his wife and family. I thank you so much for this opportunity. I thank you so much for all what I'm learning from you. To God alone be all the glory. So quickly, I'm going to be speaking about real estate matters. As the name implies, real, it means it is really real. Real estate is something you can see, you can feel it, it's living, it's alive. Now, real estate is the land and all what is on it, whether natural or something that is just like grown on it. It could be trees, it could be the minerals. It also includes water. It could be a bridge or a fence. That is all about real estate to an extent. Now, real estate is a form of real property. And as I said earlier, it's something that is, you can feel it. It's something you can hold on to. It's not a mirage, although it could become a mirage if you invest in the wrong way. That is why I'm here to teach you or to reveal to you on how you can make your right investments. If you connect with me, a professional realtor with my wealth of experience, I'll be able to guide you on the ways that you can get your dream a reality. You can make your dream a reality. Because most people have this dream, say, I want to have this investment, I want to have a home, I want to do this, I want to do that. But most time it is crashing. Most time it's just a broken reality. It's a reality that never happens. Now, you can invest in real estate either directly or indirectly. You can do that indirectly by investing in some things like in some trust funds. That is the indirect way of investing in real estate. Now, there are 5 main categories of real estate. First, we have the residential arm of it. Everybody's aware of residential in this, in terms of like buildings, duplexes, terraces, residential places that you have a covering over your head. Okay, they also have the commercial aspects. That is schools, malls, shopping malls, maybe hotel is commercialized because you get your fees from it, and other arms of the commercial space. Then the industrial ones, All these are from manufacturing companies, all those big companies or pharmaceutical companies and the likes. Then we also have the raw land. Now, the raw land is the aspect whereby you have agriculture, even aquaculture, or mining and other things. Then we have the special use. There are special uses for lands as well. Now, land in Nigeria are held in trust by the government, either the federal or the state government. Most of us don't know, but that is the reality. They are the ones in charge of lands in Nigeria. That is why it makes sense for any investor to be very careful before investing, so that you are not misled to go and buy a scheme that's a land that has a government scheme, or maybe a land that is under acquisition. You may not know. We are trained to know this. You cannot just know by your imagination. You can't even know by saying, oh, I'm going to do my business or my investment with that company. Look at their very wonderful office. Look at how packaged they are. Everything is packaging. Most people package many lies. So you need to work with a credible realtor like me, or wherever you can find one, but I'm just offering myself on this platform because we know what is happening. I have done my due diligence and I partner with reliable and credible companies because I want to give my clients peace of mind. I want to give them the real estate they are offering, the real estate they are buying. I don't want to maybe like lead any of my clients into something that is false, because there are many false real estate investments everywhere. So one needs to be really, really careful so that you don't fall prey and just now have all your dreams crashed and lost so much money. Because you know one thing about investments, when most people know that there's money in something, this thing is like very needed, you will find out that they are the fakes and they are the genuine. But how do you even know the genuine? It's not even about browsing the websites. It's not about doing medical. Everybody, even the so-called ones that are not even existing, do have all those things on ground to deceive many. That is why it is very necessary for everyone to engage a realtor that at least a realtor that you trust, but not just trusting, a realtor with a good track record, just like me. Yes, I know I have that because I've been into this business for quite some time now, and I've experienced so many things. That's why I'm just opening up to let you know and letting you know that it's not about what you see physically that determines that this office or this company is credible. It's not about that. It's by delivering. It's by this company able to leave that your investment for the now and for the future. Because real estate investment it's not just about clothes. It's not like clothes or food that we eat. It's something that is transferable, something you want to give to your children's children. So why do you go into errors? Why do you drop your money in a basket? Why don't you be careful and get connected with a credible realtor? Now, in my company, our slogan is "We add value." The name of my company is Giant Properties Limited. We add value. Okay, it then means that whatever investment you do, definitely it must have value. It must appreciate. Because there are some wrong investment most people have done or are even doing now that will never appreciate. And the next thing, it may even have so many issues, so many challenges, and they're just regretting so many things. This is why so many people are just afraid of doing the real estate. They say, oh, this real estate thing, I've been duped before. I bought land somewhere, I did this, and I've heard so many stories from many clients. They've been telling me so many things. There's this place I invested, I never got to see it, the land doesn't exist and all that. All this boils down to wrong investment. All this boils down maybe to having a realtor that is not credible, or a realtor who did not do his or her due diligence and now start partnering with a false company. Now, for every business venture that anybody wants to go into, the first thing that comes to your mind first is having peace of mind after the investment. That is the security aspect. You need to have, your heart need to be that having peace and say, okay, if I drop my money here, I will have rest of mind. I won't be afraid. I will not fall into dupes. Then the second is for profiting. Okay, now the first about the security. You need to be so sure of where you are investing in. Because I said earlier, many lands or even buildings that have been built in a wrong location. They have been built in areas where government has interest. Okay, they have been built in areas where government has interest, or in areas where maybe there's a scheme or there's something, or it could be revoked. But with your ordinary imagination, you cannot know that. But we, who are in partnership with companies, are aware of such schemes. So we don't even bother marketing such, because I wouldn't market such a property to any of my clients, because I know that it will also get me in trouble. I don't have anywhere to run to, and I want my peace of mind. I don't want to be running or not be able to pick my calls. I don't want to lie, I'm here, and all that. I wouldn't do that. So I'm so careful to know where to advise my clients to do their investments. Because for real, many lands, many properties will be acquired by the government. There's no lies about it. It must happen. And some companies are not too careful, or maybe they even know, I don't know. I'm not even speaking for them. Some of them are even buying into these properties that already have a scheme and believing that something will happen at that time. Well, that's another story for another day. Okay. Then also, in the area of profiting, we need to do any business venture and be sure that we have profits. We have this slogan in real estate that says, landlords grow rich in their sleep, in quotes. So how can you grow rich in your sleep when you have done the wrong investment in the first place? What we mean by landlords grow rich in their sleep is that when you have done your investment, you just go to rest, because definitely that investment you have done has life, and it's going to, it will keep breathing, it will keep appreciating if done in the right way. Now, I'm going to just do some simple analysis. I'm going to just give you some examples of lands or properties that have appreciated. Okay, I don't know. Most of us may know the Lekki Phase 1 in Lagos. I don't know how many of us may have an idea, but there's one luxury area in Lagos. It's at the outskirts of VI, Lekki Phase 1. About 15 to 20 years ago, would like to about 1,000 square meters at that time was valued at 2 million, 3 million, or maybe 6 million and all that. But at that time, that area was nothing to write home about. The road network was something else. Most investors couldn't even understand they don't have understanding to know that there is future in this location. They sold off their property, and I'm sure now they are just weeping. At that time, you see potholes, they were very bumpy. And I had my children in school at that time. Most times we need to park our vehicles, and the school bus will have to help us to take the children to school. The road was nothing to write home about. But today, Lekki Phase 1 is selling 1,000 square meters is about 100 million. That is if you have it. So when we are engaged to do such, maybe like a transaction for a client, once we just let him know it's available, the next thing they do their own due diligence, and they're now paying, because the lands there are not even readily available anymore. But how many years ago, people were just saying, oh, this is a bad investment. Look at the road, look at this, look at water. Water is here and water is there. You can imagine. So Lekki Phase 1 is highly commercialized now, and it has appreciated so much that the area is just something else. It's a very luxury place whereby the cream de la cream are just having it cool. Business area, residential area, is a mixed use area as it is now. That is also happening for other areas in the corridors of Lekki Phase 1. They have all appreciated. Is it the Victoria Garden City? Is it the other smaller estates, Onira and the rest? All of them have so appreciated. So this then goes along with that. When you want to do your investment, you need to know the area to put your money, the area where you are assured of high return on investment without any stories. Then I also want to talk about the land business as a foundation of other businesses. Land, even we humans, were made from the earth. And the best investment on earth is earth. Land or property business has its foundations from the earth. That is why we have people called landlords, landladies. You can imagine that's a very wonderful business investment for anyone. Everybody's supposed to aspire to own the piece of this earth. You need to aspire to own it, but you need to be careful in your investment race. Now, is there any questions? I don't know whether I'm running too fast. So as I said, the real estate business really makes sense. And you can't go wrong when you do your investment rightly. So I'm going to be speaking to you on just some few tips on how to do this right investment. And if you have need for more information, you can reach me after this presentation, because the time allocated may not be enough for explaining really in depth. I want to speak about investment for beginners. I want to just talk, because some people may say, I don't have 100 million, I don't have 40 million to buy investments. We have for everybody. Everybody can become a landlord or a landlady. It depends on your plan. You need to plan. Okay, now, about the beginners, you should be deliberate and be intentional as a beginner if you feel that, I need to, because everybody needs to consider that. You need to say, at this particular time, I will stop paying rent. Or even if you feel, maybe you have one free house somewhere, why don't you become a landlord or landlady? Why don't you have your own investment and rent it out? Why don't you have your shopping mall? You have something, you have your filling station, you have your resort center, and let it out. Or you have your farmland or something. So for a new beginner, you need to be focused, you need to be deliberate, you need to be intentional. You need to have your plan set aside, but you need to work with a credible realtor. I keep saying that, so that your dreams are not dashed. Because you may have this very great vision, very great plan, but where are you dropping it? Who are you dropping it with? Are you dropping it in the basket? Are you dropping it maybe just like in a running water that is running away and your dreams are just flowing off? You need to connect with the right realtor so that your dreams will surely come true. Your dream of owning a home will surely be a reality. Then you plan to own a home or maybe a land. It depends on your budget. It depends on what you want to offer at that time. Because maybe some people may just say, I want to build my own home. They may have so much money, just say, I prefer to build my home. That's fine. Get the land first. We offer flexible payment plans. If you don't really have the money at once, we'll offer maybe like a 1-year payment plan, although not all lands are like that. Some of them is just like paying outright and getting it. It depends on the type of land. It depends on the location and other things. It depends on the demography also. So there are some lands that you must just have the complete money, while others, there's a payment plan system that is set aside. So you now work with the one that suits you. And when you are going into any investment, you need to plan properly. You need to know what your pocket is speaking, not only what your mind is saying. For example, maybe like somebody that does not really have maybe like so much money will now be thinking, I want to go to Banana Island. How is that possible? It's not possible, even if you have a good vision of owning a home, but you may not be able to have it there because that place is highly priced. That place is not for any beginner because the property, wow, it is outrageous. When you see what is happening, like maybe their terrace apartment could be sold for like 330 million, just the 4 units, maybe 4 rooms, all and so you say 330 million. They'll say, I posted on my Facebook page. My friend has sent me what I say, not true. Hey, God help us. It is real. That is what is happening because that place is for some special category of people. But we have those ones also. For the other class, you can get some for maybe like 40 million or even a little bit less. All this depends on the location. So it's available for every class. So as I also said, you need to work with your budget for it to be reality also. And if you are so blessed and you can get a facility from maybe your bank, well, that's nice. Good luck. That's very interesting. But you need to check the terms and conditions so that you don't get stuck along the way. You need to consider that. Can I cope with this? If I'm given a facility, am I able to pay back? Is the interest suitable for me? Can I do this? Can I do that? So that is all about for beginners. That's just something like a summary. But there are deeper things to know. So you could maybe send me a DM later and I'll get it all straightened out for you. Now, with my experience also and my relationship with investors and clients daily, I want to talk about some frequently asked questions because sometimes they just ask so many questions, but those questions are really, really necessary. The first thing they ask is the company real? That's a very good one because you need to ask. In as much as we are selling real estate, is that company real? Is it really selling real estate or is selling maybe a plastic selling papers or selling just word of lies? Is the company real? That's a very, very good question. But I'm speaking now and I'm letting you know that the companies I partner with are real. I don't know, I can't speak about others. The companies I partner with are real. We market real estate and we are real. We are real for sure. There's nothing to doubt. There's nothing to shake about. You could go to your sleep and make your money while you sleep. Then what are the sizes available in terms of land, for example? I'm just narrowing it down to land, in as much as I also offer houses, whatever, hotels, whatever it is, various aspects of real estate. Because real estate is very, very broad. But I'm just talking about land now to an extent. We have different square meters. We have as low as 300 square meters. But 300 square meters is not applicable to everywhere because there's some areas you can't afford to buy 300 square meters. But in some other areas, you can get 300, you can get 450, 600 and above. It depends on what you need it for. It depends on your pocket. Because at this time, real estate is a very, very serious investment. So your pocket or the facility available to you have to be in consideration. You just don't think out of the blues when you are really very, very serious to do your investment in real estate. Are the roads motorable? We're always getting that question. Yes, all the roads to every estate we have are motorable, although some to an extent, because some of the areas that we have our properties are in areas whereby the development is not now. You cannot develop in such areas now. It may be like in the next 5 or 10 years. So such areas, you need to go there with your SUV or some other means. But whatever it is, the roads to every estate I market to my clients are motorable, meaning they are available for you to come and inspect physically. And before I forget, we also offer free inspection tours to our location. So whenever you are ready, you just book and get your free tour to any of the estates of your choice. Then they also ask if they can build now. Can I build now? Well, that also has to do with the location, as I said, because some locations you cannot build now. Yes, you can build now, but some you can build just today. Once you pay for documentation, pay for the land and all that, you are good to go. You can just bring your laborers and the next thing, your building is standing. There's some other places, no, it's not possible. Is the land free from acquisition? Yes, all the properties I market are free from government acquisition. I say, and I say it again, none of them is under any scheme. None of them has anything to do with government acquisition in this time or in the future, because the company has done their due diligence. And peradventure something like that happened because, as I said earlier, I said that all lands that is are under the trust of the government. So if something like that, maybe just like happens, you'll be duly compensated. That is why it's advisable to work with credible companies that will not disappear when there are issues. Is the land waterlogged? Well, that depends on the location as well. But I want to just speak about waterlogged lands. If you really have eyes for investments and you see the area, what do you consider when you want to do your investment? There's some areas today that are really so super, but the land is waterlogged. That shouldn't stop you from investing because there are many options when you want to build. You just get a very good engineer who will advise you on the type of foundation to do, whether the raft or the piling. So your building does not have crack, because any building that has a crack must be pulled down. So the issue about waterlogged land is not even the most thing that you should consider. And again, most of the lands that we sell, especially the ones in the Bejuleke axis, are 100% dry lands, although we have some other ones in the corridors of the Lekki Expressway before Eleko. Some have some water in it. But as I said earlier, if you come and see the area and you see that this area has prospects, there's something here, please go ahead and secure that land, because very soon, the waters are also bought and used. For example, how many of us know about Morocco, Sandfield? At that time, some years ago, it was just for like a slum. It's not even like it was a slum with all rubbish things happening, Morocco, water everywhere. What is standing on it now? Oriental hotels. Even Lekki, even the Lekki Phase 1 is waterlogged. Even Banana Island, those lands are reclaimed lands. What if at that time, all those billionaires were saying water, water? But they saw the water and they reclaimed and they have produced something that is so attractive, something that is so enviable. You can imagine Banana Island. It's a waterlogged location, for heaven's sake. It is water. But when you go there, you can't even know. So that is what I'm just explaining to us, to have our minds open, to have understanding about investments. But the truth is that you cannot know this if you are not told, or if you don't have maybe a pre-knowledge about it. Then you may also want to know our various locations where we have investments. We have investments in Lagos, we have in Ikoyi, we have in VI, we have in Lekki, we have in the Bejuleke axis, we have in the Bejuleke axis. And the Bejuleke axis is where the free trade zone is. So if you want to do your investment, it's not all about saying Ibejuleke, because some people are still saying they don't want to go to Ibejuleke. Well, that's your choice, because I want to say, and I really want to just speak about Ibejuleke briefly. Everyone needs to aspire to own a piece, a slice, a chunk, hectares, acres, whatever you can afford in Ibejuleke. Ibejuleke is the new Lagos. You need to have that understanding. Nothing is stopping it, because it has come to stay. Ibejuleke is trending, and it has high return on investment. The properties there appreciate so fast. You may be saying, oh, there's nobody living there for now. Though there are things happening there. That's why I'm inviting you for a free tour. Things are happening there already. We have so many residential estates there. We have so many companies, so many things are happening in that area. Okay, as I was explaining to you that we have our properties all over. We have all over Nigeria as well, not only in Lagos. We have in Abuja, in Anambra, we have in Imo, Rivers, Uyo, Ogun. We have in Calabar, we have in Edo State, we have in Benin City. We have just where you want it. So if you have that phobia and say Lagos, like all those the Biafra people, well, sorry, we have for you, we have everywhere. But I want to let you know that Lagos is really the center of excellence, and you need to have at least something in Lagos. You need to have something in Lagos. Very, very necessary. Then another question again that our clients ask, and most clients ask, is when will physical allocation be done? Most people are really scared. They say after their payments, they will not be allocated. Maybe some have done investment for 5 years and all that. Well, I don't have any clients who have done investment and have not been allocated. Although it's true. Yes, of course, some people have not been allocated. But with the companies I work with, once you are done with payments, pay for your documentation, you'll be allocated. Although there are some lands there are some lands that you will buy. You may not be allocated so quickly. The reason is the development time for that estate is not now. So they may not just allocate you quickly. They will now group you in batches. So it may take maybe like some few weeks or even up to some few months. It depends on that location. But if the location is close to civilization, once you are done with your documentation fees and you've met with other requirements, you'll be invited to come for physical allocation. So I want to quickly talk to us again about about real facts about Dangote Refinery. I just thought I should just share it. Dangote Refinery. Dangote Refinery is going to be completed at the end of this year, according to Aliko Dangote himself. He said it will be completed at the end of this year, and full operation will take place in the first quarter of next year. As we speak now, the petrochemical industry is already in process. It's already having it's already working. Now, Ibejuleke is the fastest commercial developing hub in Africa. Ibejuleke, the new Lagos, is the fastest commercial developing hub. You heard the word developing. We're not telling you it's fully developed. It is developing, but it's at the speed of light. If you blink, you miss. So you need to connect as soon as you can, because this is the right time to do your investment in Ibejuleke. You don't need to wait for it to be fully completed, because at that time, you will be buying at cutthroat prices. That is why you hear all the noise, Ibejuleke, Ibejuleke. Where is Ibejuleke? Ibejuleke is that axis where we have the Dangote Refinery, and we have the free trade zone in that location. So you need to plan to own your investment in that place as soon as it's convenient for you to start. And this project is about 3,000 hectares of land, more than 33,000 plots. That's the Dangote Refinery is sitting on 3,000 hectares of land, more than 33,000 plots of land, which is 10 times bigger than Victoria Island. So you can imagine a location that has this kind of facility. What will happen when everything is like functioning? Well, let everybody think and just give that answer. It can also produce about 650 barrels daily. It is the largest refinery in Africa. Why won't anyone aspire to own an investment where this investment is? Dangote Refinery on its own. It has the capacity to employ a minimum of 100,000 employees. 100,000. So if there's a facility that is employing 100,000 employees, as an investor, won't you think out of the box? They need to live. They need homes. Those people that are going to work in, they need to have a place to sleep. Why don't you position yourself and now build your own, maybe duplex, flat, terrace, or whatever you want to do? There's need for hotels. Where would they lodge? Where would the visitors lodge? Even the Dangote people, where are they going to lodge? Because Dangote is not building any hotel. What about the shopping malls? What about the warehouses? Because you know so much business. We have deep sea port located there. That is Apapa Port. Apapa Port is smaller than the deep sea port we have there. There's a bigger and larger deep sea port. So what will an investor not be able to connect at this time to know that I need to position myself and get something done? We need schools. Schools are needed in that area, even banks. So many things are needed in that area. Then also, there's just one resort center, and that is La Campagne Tropicana. La Campagne Tropicana is fully booked, fully visited. So the owner of that investment is just enjoying himself. Why can't you now replicate your own resort center in that location? Because there's need for such a thing in that area. Then also, this refinery has a volume of about 4 billion tank farm. That's the volume of the tank farm. It's about 4 billion capacity. To tell you that this refinery is so massive, and it's really going to give opportunity for investors to have high returns on their investment in that location.
I don't allow my phone to fall.
Now, many billionaires have invested already in that area, not even only billionaires. Everybody, most people, we have different class of people coming. Why I mention billionaires as because of the Aliko Dangote, maybe the Femi Hotel and the likes. Then also there's another location again that I did not even explain to us, Ekpe. How many of you know that Ekpe has changed? Ekpe is not a village, because Ambode really packaged that his hometown before he left. Ekpe is transformed to a mini Lagos. And before you get to Ekpe, at the junction before you get to Ekpe, there's this Alaro City. Alaro City is owned by some investors. I'm sure Nigerians are there, and maybe some foreign investors. They have so made that city a wonder. It's a site and service city. So if you want to do your investment there, they take their own fees in dollars. So if you want to buy any property there, you need to just change your currency. If you're in Nigeria, you change to dollars. If you're abroad, well, you wire down your dollar. They don't accept Naira. So a location that has such an investment, what do you think about it? Is that a forest? They have eyes of vision. They have seen that something is there or something will soon explode in that area. So they have taken out time to just go there quickly and acquire that area. And it's already like blossoming. There are many world-class industries already positioned in Ibejuleki. You need to know that every bank are already there. Most of these big churches, of course, now everybody is already there. You may not know because the names are not written on the road, but they are there just waiting. So everyone needs to hurry and do their investments. So why don't you join this league of investors to transform Ibejuleki, which is a new Lagos, into a smart city? Then also, I forgot to talk about the roads. Because people are always worried and say, road, the place will be full of traffic. No. The roads are already getting broader, getting wider. They're coastal roads. So there's no worry, there's no fear. They say the tanker, hey, it will be like a papa. No way. Dangote refinery is a state-of-the-art refinery. And okay, and even some other people say, oh, the area will be polluted. We can't breathe. He'll be bringing out toxics. No. Where Dangote refinery is very far from residential areas. It's so far. And Dangote refinery has been positioned so, that is wherever all those things will come at, just very, very far, close to the sea. So it's not going to affect anybody. There's no any bad air or whatever. Everywhere is good and it's free, and everyone will have peace in their various investment locations. And this so-called link road will link to VI, Ogun, East, and even to Ekpe. They're just connecting roads. Then all these are coming up, and some are already in place. So that is just what I want to just share with you about land investments. And don't forget that it's not just about land. You could decide to buy your property. Maybe you own your home. You could decide to buy a filling station. We have some filling stations for sale. It depends on whatever investment you want to do. You could decide to do a JV. Maybe you have your funds. You now say, okay, you need the land. You want to partner with the owner of the land to build some terraces and all that. It is doable. Whatever investment you are considering is doable. But you need to connect with the right source so that results will be achieved. In concluding, I want to discuss with you about Land Invest. Land Invest is another wonderful real estate opportunity, especially packaged for investors who may not want to buy physical real estate. Maybe they have already, or maybe they just feel that, oh, I don't want to do that investment now, I will do it later. That's interesting, that's nice, no problems. Now, this this investment opportunity is for those that have funds and don't have immediate need for it. Maybe they are thinking, no, I don't want to use my fund now. I could leave it with you for maybe like a year or 6 months. If you leave your funds with our company, at the end of 6 months, you will get additional 15% interest added to your fund. And the minimum amount of fund you can invest is 600,000 naira. So for 6 months, you'll be giving your 600,000 naira and 15% interest. Then if you're leaving your funds with our company for a year, you will get 33% interest. Now the company is going to back up this transaction with a post-dated check in your name and on the date of maturity, and the full amount written and signed by the MD of the company. Then we're also going to be issuing you a letter of agreement, which is going to define that money has exchanged hands. We're going to show it to you. And we're going to attach that your transaction with a size of land. You know, we basically sell real estate. So we attach it to the value of a size of land, meaning that one will be like a collateral for you, the investor. Then we'll also give you a certificate, that's a contract certificate. We're going to be offering we're going to be issuing you 3 types of documents: your post-dated check, a letter of agreement, and a contract certificate. I know that you may be wondering, oh, I'm not based in Nigeria. How will I do this check thing? I don't want anybody to know I'm doing this transaction. Well, that's fine. You could decide to leave that check with me, your realtor. So when it's maturity date, I will send that back to the company, and you will now send us your preferred account and we'll wire your money. I've done that for many of my clients. They are based in different parts of the world. They have tapped into this Land Invest and with their checks. I wish I remembered I would have like shown you, don't have shown you their names. And I just show you, I have so many checks with me. So evaluate it's on trust. So if you don't really trust me, well, nominate somebody to help you hold your check. So on the day of maturity, he or she will just go to the bank and cash out and sort you out. And if you want to do that, we just scan documents to you, you fill and scan back, and you send your money directly to the company. I don't receive people's cash. Whenever any transaction is going to be done, you send directly to the company or to the owner of the land or the house if we are dealing with direct sellers. So that's basically about what I just want to talk to you about today. So I hope I've been able to at least reach out. I've been able to explain some things. I don't know whether there are some questions you may want to ask. because my time is really running out. Thank you very much. Hello? I'm not hearing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I can see Dr. Ada.
Wow.
Thank you. Okay, Apostle, I thought you've gone to prepare the food.
This is great. A round of applause for our, professional realtor, Sister Carol Punwane. Thank you so much.
All glory to God. All glory to God.
I really want to appreciate you. Thank you for this good work. We have a lot of questions.
Wow.
Sister Carol, we have a lot of questions for you.
A
lot of questions. So we'll just take it one by one. We have questions on the Zoom platform and then, of course, on the YouTube platform. Now, let me just quickly say this, please. Those of you who are just joining us, we are also live on our YouTube channel, Marriage Care International Ministry. So please subscribe, click like on it, and then follow this live broadcast as well. So let us quickly go through the question. I don't know, maybe we have about 9 questions. So I don't know if I'm going to read them all out at once or just take it one by one. Okay, maybe we should take it one by one.
Yes.
Yeah, that should be okay. All right, so now the first question is, which company are you partnering with? Somebody wants to know the name of the company. Which company are you partnering with?
Oh, I partner with so many companies. But okay, let me say I partner about three companies or more. First, I partner with Edge Homes. I also partner with what was the name of this company? Sorry, forgive me. I partner with Gracias Company. Gracias. I also partner with P1 Group. And I also partner with a body that's a body that has several companies that they are working with. But I don't work with all the companies. In as much as I partner with that umbrella, I just check out and see and now do my due diligence to be sure that this company will deliver. I don't just trust and say, oh, because they are registered under this big umbrella. Because if I mention that one, I may not understand. Like there's this group, it is called the Billionaires Realtors Group. Billionaire Realtors Group. Billionaire Realtors Group has about 30 companies that is under them. So I don't just market for everything I see. I'm very choosy. I check it out because whenever I want to market any property, I need to have access to the MD of the company. That's the direct owner of the company. Because I know I'm working with people's funds, people's hard-earned funds. I wouldn't partner with any company that cannot reach the MD. The MD must know me. I must be able to take my phone and call you, even if you don't pick my call immediately because they are mostly busy, but at least you return my calls. I'm so confident with that kind of transaction. So I'm very careful because I want right answers. I don't want to hear, oh, I thought it was this. I want to get direct and real answers. So these few companies I mentioned, I have access to the owner of the company. That's one of those, it's one of my policy. I want to have peace of mind because I love my peace. I don't have anywhere to run to. I don't have, God forbid, I don't want to do one thing that I will not be able to stand out. So that is one of my policy. Before I market, even if I don't know the MD, because I may not know MD of everyone, yes, but at least I should know the key staff number. So I can just reach out, do my calls and get my information and sort my clients out and move on. So I'm very careful. Thank you.
All right, great. Thank you. Someone is asking, how can they reach you? All right, how can you be reached? So I'm going to drop your number on the live broadcast on YouTube, but please, I want you to also read out your number to the live audience. Let them have access to your number directly, but I'm also going to drop it on the YouTube channel. Please go ahead.
Okay, please. Okay, I have 2 numbers, 2 very active numbers. +234 81 877 32387. +234 81 877 32387. I hope you got that. Then the second one, +234 80330-61643. I had to just be sure so I don't give you a wrong number. Plus 234 80330-61643 plus 234-81-877-32387. Those are my direct numbers, reachable every time. WhatsApp or direct calls.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. Someone is asking if you are in Owerri, but I'm sure you already answered that question, that you are virtually everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere. By the grace of God, we're everywhere. We're in Owerri alive. Okay. Different options, buffet of what nice properties for you. Different locations. I may not be able to just say them. I'm not from that area. I don't call what I don't know, but I can just give you options. We have options in Owerri. Options, about 6 or more locations in Owerri. Locations that guarantee high
return on investment. Yes, Sister Naomi, please take note of that. She was the one that asked that question. They are in Owerri. I'm sure she's thinking about
yes.
home.
Sister Naomi, I'm waiting for you. Thank you,
Caro. That was well explained.
Well, thank you, my sis.
All right. So this is another question. Now quickly.
Okay.
All right. This is another question. Someone is asking, what is the minimum amount people need to buy land? What's the minimum amount people need to buy land?
Well, the minimum amount you could use to buy land, it depends on what you want to use it for. If you want to leave it for later, you could get maybe as low as 800, that's for a full plot, 850, 1.3 million upwards. Although there might be some very cheaper lands, although I don't really do the those ones because the location of those lands, if you're going to buy a full plot of land for maybe like 500,000, you should know it's like in the boundaries of maybe going to Ogun State. Although they are good lands, if it's coming from a reliable company, is for the future. Buy the future now. We have this slogan, don't buy land. That is, buy land and wait, sorry. That is, buy land and wait. Don't wait to buy land. So buy and wait, it really makes sense because in the next, maybe like 10 years or 5 years, it depends on the demographic, it depends on what is happening there. It can just make it speedily, that appreciates so fast. So we have those kind of lands, but the minimum I can just let you know is like from 850 and above. That's in Lagos, right? I don't know whether it's Lagos. And then even in the East, we have some like that. Even in the East, we have like that, less than $1 million. And there's a payment plan. You could do maybe 1 year payment plan. But if you are doing 1 year payment plan, it will not be that 850. There's going to be additional because you're not paying outright. If you're doing outright, yes. And there's also like some promos for outright. They may say buy 5, get 1 free when you're doing outright, or buy 3, get 1 free. Depends on the property. Not all properties are doing the promo, but some have such promos running within a period of time and later it's expired. So is that okay?
All right, that's okay. Because of time,
Thank you.
We still have other questions to ask. Okay. Now, someone is asking, can you help people sell their lands? Yeah, that's what the person is asking. Can you help people sell their lands out?
Well, it depends on the land. It depends on where it's located. So we could talk about that later. You can let me know. Now I'll let you know how possible it is. It is possible, but it depends on the location. It's not as if it cannot be sold. It depends on the location to determine the quick sale. Because some areas you get it, you may not be able to get buyers so fast. But some, once you just drop it, the next thing you're getting people showing interest and all that. So it depends on where it is, maybe the price, what you want, what you are offering, whatever. So many factors can determine, but it is doable. Of course, can we sell real estate?
Wow, that's good. That's good. Another question here is the island better than mainland when it comes to investment? So you're comparing two places now, the island, the mainland.
And the mainland.
So what's your take?
Yes, the mainland is a good place for investment, but the island is overtaking the mainland. That is what I see. Because if you have your property, for example, I don't know how many of you know Festac Town. Festac Town is on the mainland. You cannot compare the rate of appreciation of Festac Town to Ogidon. That's after Lake. You cannot appreciate it. Is more. It's just because of demography, what is happening, where people are, the kind of people in that area. In as much as even on the mainland, we have some class of people, you know, people, they just like that place, whether anything, they will still remain there, no problem. But the island appreciates better than the mainland for some areas, so not everywhere, really, not everywhere. Because, for example, now the Banana Island is appreciated. I don't know what part, it is just jumping, and you say, who are those people buying? People are buying it. So that one is different, even if it's on the island too. But I don't understand. So it just depends on just maybe the location. Because even some areas like Ikeja, those places are choice locations. So the property there is also appreciating. It's also appreciated. But if you want to talk about maybe the new Lagos now, Ibejuleki, properties are appreciating there really fast. Because in 2018, there was this plot of land that was sold at 1.3 million. As I speak to you now, it's being sold at 3.8 million. And we're in the month of April. Definitely in December, it will not be 3.8. So just check out the appreciation rate. 1.3, 2018, 2021. You said what?
I said I agree with you.
Yes. 2021 is already 3.8 in April. Definitely in December, it's going to be over 4 million. And if you take some areas on the mainland, it doesn't appreciate like that. Maybe like, I don't even know the place now. I've really forgotten most of those mainland areas. Because Ibejuleki is not even so like a civilized place. What is happening there is those things. Something is happening in Ibejuleki. Don't you get it? See what's going on. Dangote is there. That's the place to be. That is the main place. That is the Ebano. People are running there because of people positioned there. So you can't compare it where nothing is happening. That area, maybe it's already like out of vogue. This is the vogue place, and your property is appreciating. In as much as even those places are not developed like the main town. But it's so developing every day because anytime you go there, you see many things happening. What you see last month, not what you see now. It's just changing. So maybe that is the reason. I'm sure that is just the reason. So that's why.
All right, great. Now, before I go on to ask the next set of questions, let me just quickly pass this information across, please. This is a live telecast. It's also happening simultaneously on YouTube. So please, if you have a question to ask on Zoom, just signify, raise up your hands, indicate it. Don't just put on your audio because I keep muting people and they keep unmuting themselves and all that. Please don't unmute, except you have a question and signify. And they will give you the opportunity to do so. But you can actually do it, writing it out in the chat button so that we don't make it rather. Please, let's work with the rules. I know we are so excited about this. I'm particularly very excited about the information that Sister Carol has released this afternoon, honestly. But please, let's calm down, okay? Maybe the body is too hot. Let's calm down. And we'll have the opportunity for everybody to get involved in this. Okay, now someone asked again, which state do you have land? Now you've already answered that. Everywhere, okay. Practically everywhere.
Everywhere.
But Abuja, if you need land in the Sahara Desert,
Anambra,
I'm sure
yes, so we have
Sister Carol can get it for you.
Yes,
so please,
we have.
It's just
we have
everywhere.
In Dubai.
All right.
We have some buildings. We have buildings for sale in Dubai.
Yes. You want it in Sokoto in you.
No, we don't have in Sokoto. No, I don't go Kano. No. We're not going to that one. That one, we're not sending it. No. We just we're taking it easy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now someone is also asking. Okay. All right. Now someone is asking, what promotional do you have in Ibejuleki, and are they on instrumental payments? That's what the person is asking. What promotional at the moment do you have?
What promotions? What promotions? What promos? Yeah, promotions do we have? Right now, the promos we are running are for only outright sale. When you pay outright, you get the promotion. We're not having any promotion on instrumental. Although our outright sale for some companies I partner with are for 3 months. So if you can pay within 3 months, you get a 5% discount. There's even one presently running. Yeah, we have some promos running that will be out of of the market, maybe like end of next month. We have promos running. So maybe you could just send me a chat message and I'll just let you know. We have some running presently. And they're running from now till 31st. They've been running since like last month. When you pay within 3 months, you get 5% discount. But if you pay outrightly, you get 5% discount and also a gift if you do outright. So is that okay?
Okay. All right. Okay. Now someone just dropped a message in our Zoom facility platform. Now let me just quickly say this, please. If you drop your question in the Zoom platform after this meeting, it will be gone. You won't have access to it again. But if you drop it in the YouTube platform, it will be there. So please, I want to encourage everybody, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This live broadcast is going on simultaneously on YouTube. So actually ask your question, well, you can do it here as well. We can pick it up from anywhere. Ask it on YouTube mainly so that it can remain. Other people coming in can also see the question. Now, somebody dropped a confirmatory message on the Zoom platform. Not a question though, but confirmatory.
Okay.
That she bought a 600 square land for 2.1 million at Ibejuleke in 2018, and it's about 5.5 million now. That's confirmatory. That's confirmatory. That? Yeah.
So that's for real. That's true.
So that's just about 3 years, less than 3 years, or thereabouts. That's what you have.
So, now, because of the location,
this is another question.
You could have done that somewhere. Oh, sorry, please. You could have done that same investment somewhere on the mainland, and it will not give you that value. I didn't say everywhere. I just said some areas on the mainland has even more open or more, let's say, civilized than Ibejuleke, and you won't get that value. So that's it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do mainland, though. Mainland is good, but also connect to Ibejuleke, the new Lagos. That's the new name. It's the new Lagos. Wow, yes, it is.
Great. Now, someone is asking, please, how much is 600 square land at Blissville at Ibejuleke?
Well, I'm not really, because like the names are so similar, but there's a Blissville, 600 square meters. I don't know that is Blissville. There's one that is like 3.5, another one is 1 point something. I'm not sure right now because there are so many. I need to just check. I don't know which it is. One of them, Bliss, that has a Bliss is 1 point something. Another one is 3.5. I don't know the exact one. I cannot really confirm to you now. You need to chat with me.
Great. Hey, that's verifiable. Yeah, that's verifiable. After the live broadcast, one can always check things out. This is the last question.
Okay.
Does your activities factor in the rising insecurity in Nigeria?
Okay, insecurity, is it about this, what do you mean by insecurity? Is it this Fulani herdsmen or what? Is that insecurity?
Possibly.
Or as per land or acquisition? You need to let me know. If it's for land, okay, let me talk about security for land. Yes, let me talk about what concerns, because that Fulani herdsmen is none of my, that Holy Ghost is destroying them. I don't want to worry about that in as much as I need to be careful. Let me talk to you about the security in the land investment sector. Now, the land investment sector is full of so many doors. Yes, full of so many ways. Meaning that if you don't invest rightly, you may lose your funds. That's the truth. You may lose it later because very soon the government is coming. They're already even coming because there are some areas that government has interest in. So they're already like taking back their properties from people that claim they own it. So all those things are possible. That is why any investor should be very careful with the company he or she is investing in, and also should connect with a realtor that at least knows some secret things in it, because there are so many things that most people don't know. And it's not everything that we will say. Like me, I'll be careful not to speak any, because it's a part of our ethics. We just don't talk anyhow, because you look as if maybe there's an unhealthy competition. I'm not competing with any company, but it's just that I need to be careful to help my clients do their investment right, so that they can get high return on investment, they can get their land secure, they can meet that land now, meet it tomorrow, meet it in many years to come. So that is just my policy. So I don't burn my fingers in as much as I'm trying to do business also. So that's it.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I also want to say something. Sorry, Apostle, for interrupting.
Right.
Please forgive me. When we take our clients for inspections, there are no issues. Maybe that we are thinking about. The roads are free, they are safe. We've not had any case of maybe kidnap or anything or whatever. But to make it a safe haven. We have so many securities all over. There are many because just imagine the Dangote axis. What do you think? It's so highly secure. Highly secure. We've not heard anything. Even if we're taking you to places, if you, oh, this place, I'm not seeing it. No, don't worry, just relax. Nothing is happening. Everywhere is secure. So that is it. It's a secure location. So we'll go there and we'll come back.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Carol, Mrs. Carol Okunwane. Thank you for this wonderful presentation. I'm so elated about this revelation, this information. Information is actually power.
Yes,
and it just often makes so much difference when we have it from the right set of persons. And I'm also particularly delighted that we have a lot of persons in the diaspora who are part of this live presentation. A lot of them have been very skeptical investing in Nigeria and in other parts of Africa because of unfaithfulness and, dubious people, scammers, even family members taking advantage of them. When a family member dupes you, what will you do?
Nothing.
You can't send the person to jail, that kind of stuff. And well, let me just leave it. But if you understand the way government puts so much pressure on people in the diaspora over the taxes and all that, then you also start thinking, it's high time you started thinking about how to invest in your hometown or in places around your own nation. This is wonderful. Sister Carol, thank you very much. I also want to quickly add this to this. You put your money in the bank, bank would do business with your money.
Yes, of course.
That's what a lot of persons don't know. Bank keeps doing business with your money every minute, every second. And whatever they even pay you on interest, you even paid them. You paid the bank for, they call it management fee, servicing fee. So it doesn't make sense. What Sister Carol has shared with us this afternoon is profound. And I'm just asking people to have a mindset for the future. Have faith and just look ahead. Morocco is a very good example.
Morocco, yes.
Today, like you said,
Sandfield.
Oriental Hotels.
Sitting on it.
Standing tall in Morocco now.
And the
in 2006, the first ministry I worked with was in Victoria Island. And every Thursday we used to go for evangelism towards the beach. And that place was even, you could still see portions of land close to the beach. You say, okay, but now you go to those places, you will not even, those lands have been taken over, have been bought over. Hey,
even Eco-Atlantic. I will forgot. Eco-Atlantic.
You're right.
Wow.
You're right.
That place is something else. Oh my goodness. Just imagine.
So this is an eye-opener. And instead of us to be fighting the devil, let's look ahead now. Yes. Let's look ahead and plan ahead. I want to appreciate everybody. Yes, the person that asked about insecurity, maybe the person is actually concerned about the rising tide of banditry up here, up north in Nigeria. So, like you already said, they are not going up that way. But in Abuja is secured. Federal Capital Territory, they also have a lot of properties in Abuja that you can also take advantage of. And I'm here in Abuja, so if you need an extra eye to check on things for you, I can do that I won't send you any invoice. Okay, I won't send any invoice. So I can just be an extra eye for you here. Now, the good news is, as much as I want to appreciate Sister Carol for this wonderful presentation this afternoon, I also want to let our audience know that this, real estate matter, this segment called Real Estate Matter, will now be on every Monday. We're going to be having this every Monday. Yeah, it's going to be subject to reviewer by the host. We want to see if that Monday will be okay for her. Maybe this same time, but we will get across through whatever platform you have joined in to know if this time will be convenient. But one thing is sure, you can always connect with her every week, or if we're looking at it every week or 2 weeks or thereabout. You have questions to ask, you want to talk about or learn more about real estate. you can always connect with her. I mean, the time allocated wasn't really enough. Even if you have given her 3 hours, the pace at which she was going, I knew she was really going to really keep talking, and I wasn't bored at all. I just wanted her to just keep talking over and over again. But you know what? We are here to stay, and this is going to be a continuous thing. I also want to let everybody know that this was ably brought about by Marriage Care International Ministry. If you enjoyed yourself today, you enjoyed this presentation, this was made possible by Marriage Care International Ministry. And what we do here is, it's not just husband and wife, love yourselves. It's all have good investment, you have good lands and all that is using the money is part of ways you can develop and build your marriage and your family activities. And that's why we are diversifying. Later on today, we're going to be having a medical doctor speak to us about weight management. We're also going to have someone talk to us about online business development and management. We're also going to have a lawyer talk to us about legal dimensions. This is our 2nd year anniversary. So we have an array of activities lined up for your pleasure. Honestly, you will be so blessed and so empowered. It's not always about devil, fight the devil, but let's just get information as much as we can. So once again, I want to appreciate my dear sister, Sister Carol Okumwane, for this wonderful presentation. Honestly, I was blown away. But thank God it's on YouTube. Yeah, we can always watch it over and over again. Now, next up is going to be 4 p.m. GMT +1 local time. And we're going to be having Dr. Bridget Adeboye, all the way from UK, talk to us about online business opportunities that you can explore. Now, we've talked about real estate. How do you connect all of this with online? Because everything has gone digital, and the future of business or investment is online. So how do we connect to all of this? Don't worry, 4 p.m. will be on for that. And then by 8 p.m., by 6 p.m., the barrister, the only barrister in the house, my beloved wife,
yes, so
is going to be talking to us about legal issues in marriage and in family. By 6 p.m., we just adjusted the time. It was supposed to be 10 p.m., but we've moved it to 6 p.m. And then the last speaker for today is going to be Dr. Adeze Ifezolike, and she's going to be talking to us about weight management. Now, and particularly, I want to say this. If you know you have people that have issues with obesity, somebody sent me a picture yesterday. That was around 8 p.m. The daughter, who is just barely 14 years, is on the hospital bed. She's been struggling with obesity and diabetics as well, you know, and she's in the hospital bed. Now, this is a professional who's going to be talking to us on how people can manage their weight and deal with these health issues. So please, let's join in, and I'm sure you will be blessed. God bless you once again, Sister Carol. We love you.
Thank you.
For this.
Thank you so much.
Signing off. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for connecting.
Thank you, Sister Carol. That was fantastic.
You, Dr. Adeze. Wow,
thank you so much. Thank
you too. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye, Sister Carol.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Sister Naomi. Bye.